Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another podcast episode. So we're just going to talk about a few topics. The one topic I want to discuss is how CoCoJONS has successfully taken Normani's spot in the industry. Okay? See, Normani to me doesn't have the hunger or the drive that a person that hasn't put out a debut album should have. Okay? And I understand, Normani has been sabotaged. RCA, the colorist, isn't pushing her like they are, the SZAs and the scratch-offs and the Doja Cats. But at the end of the day, she still could put out music. It doesn't have to be directly under a label. She could put out music independently. She can put out music on YouTube. And she can put out music on SoundCloud. Normani chooses to be an Instagram model and post pictures in her Fabuletics and all these random brand deals that really don't make sense. But she don't want to put out no music or even do like covers like Chloe does. And to me, I feel like Normani might be low-key lazy, okay? Because it's like she'll put out her annual single, which we haven't gotten an annual single this year. Okay, because I think she don't want the fans to be disappointed if, she don't put out the album after her annual single this time around. She knows she's going to get dragged. So she's probably waiting until she gets a release date for her album. And allegedly she is coming. Allegedly she is coming. She did a recent interview saying that, the music is going to be worth the wait. But I also feel like, girl, it's been 5 years since Motivation. To me, I feel like Normani's kind of lazy and CoCoJONS has taken her spot. CoCoJONS is going on a solo tour. She performed at Broccoli Fest. She's on the show Bel Air, doing a great job. She has a collaboration with Justin Timberlake, the icon. And, Normani is just taking pictures on Instagram with her boyfriend. And it's like, you're supposed to be, an artist, not an Instagram model. And I just feel like no shade. And there's really no shade because I love Normani. And when she drops new music, I definitely will be supporting. But she is a bit lazy in my opinion. Okay. I don't feel like she has the drive or the ambition to put out any music. And she can do it without a label. Okay, she can pay for a studio session. I know she got some money. I don't believe that, Normani was doing Uber. I think that was fan-made. I don't believe that she was doing Uber or anything like that. I think she got money saved up. And then she recently just filmed a movie. So she got some money, okay? But I don't feel like she has the drive. And that's why CoCoJONS has successfully surpassed her. And then if we're talking about ICU is doing well on the charts. I don't feel like it needed a remix. In my opinion, it did not need a remix. I love JT, but I didn't feel like he needed to be on the song. But I do respect that she was able to get an icon. And I was seeing a lot of people hating on JT, talking about, oh, he's a racist, blah, blah, blah. A lot of your faves are racist, okay? Morgan Wallen, racist. The chart obsessed racist. Okay, I didn't forget about Taylor's boyfriend, okay, calling Ice Spice a chunky Chinese lady. See, we want to brush that under the rug, okay, but we want to bring up JT and what he did 20 years ago. Okay, let's talk about what your faves are doing now. Let's talk about Chris Breezy, the colorist, having a restraining order. And, having his friends jump Usher and him punching Frank Ocean. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some current stuff, not, what an icon did 20 years ago. Okay? Because the Karrueche restraining order, that was 5 years ago? That was more recent. Not 20 years ago, 5 years ago. Usher thing happened a few weeks ago. Maybe a few months ago. So we're going to talk about current stuff. I didn't really understand why people was hating on JT, considering that, okay, yeah, he did what he did to Janet 20 years ago. No shade, okay? And it's just not relevant right now, Let's talk about some relevant events, okay? But that's all I have to say about the Normani situation. Now Ariana Can't Keep a Man Grande is getting a divorce. Allegedly, she is currently separated. And honestly, I'm not really shocked. Ariana Grande can't stay in a long-lasting relationship. I'm starting to think that Ariana can't keep a man. And I love Ariana Grande. She is the queen vocalist of this generation. I love Ariana Grande. I think that she is super talented. She can act, she can sing, she can do a little two-step. She has her signature ponytail. Rem Beauty has gotten a lot of great reviews. So I love me some Ari, okay? She is the pop queen vocalist of this generation. But she can't keep a man. No shade. And I'm looking at the list of her exes. I'm like, damn, how many people has she been through? How many relationships has she been through? I'm like, goodness gracious, and y'all be talking junk about Lori Harvey. Let's talk about Ariana Can't Keep a Man Grande. Let's talk about that. She cannot keep a man to save her life. I'm starting to think that she is the problem. No shade. I'm starting to think that Ariana Grande be sabotaging her own relationship. Now, her husband, Dalton, I think that's how you pronounce it, they didn't really look good together, in my opinion. They was given sister and brother, not husband and wife. Okay? So I didn't really feel the chemistry between them, and I felt like the wedding was rushed. Okay? But she almost married Pete Davidson, so she do be rushing it. Okay? But I'm just hoping that The Weeknd and Ariana Grande get together. That would be fire. I know The Weeknd is so happy, powder coked up, just laying down on his bed with the white stuff under his nose like, yes, I finally can get Ariana Grande. It's a miracle. Now, even though I feel like they overdo it with the collaborations, they got like 4 or 5. You need to calm down with the collaborations. The Weeknd has an obsession with Ariana Grande when it comes to the collaborations. I think that they would make a cute couple. I would like them to be together, okay? But how you think Selena Gomez gonna feel about it? Now, is Selena and Ariana friends? I need like the Ariana Grande fans to tell me, are they friends or not? Because I feel like if they're friends, then maybe she shouldn't, because I think Selena is kind of low-key crazy. But I think Ariana is crazy too. But I'm hoping that they finally get together, because I know that The Weeknd would be so happy to finally be able to fully come out and admit his true love for Ariana Grande, okay? And I wonder if she gonna have to pay spousal support, because, you know, her hubby don't got money like that. And if I was Dalton, no shade of Ari, I'm taking your ass to court, okay? I'm gonna need $100,000 a month, okay, for spousal support, because I was living the life of luxury. So no shade of Ari, but I was Dalton, girl, you gonna have to give me my spousal support money, okay? Because you wasn't really 100% for me anyway. It wasn't gonna last. I was just eye candy. So I'm gonna need my $100,000 in spousal support, because I was living the life of luxury, maids, a chef, a trainer, you know, designer clothes. And so I'm gonna need my $100,000 a month. If I was Dalton, he may not get that much because it was only 2 years and they don't got no kids. But if I was Dalton, I'm getting my money. Okay, no shade to Ari, but listen, I was living in a mansion. I was living in luxury. When we got together, you was treating me nice. I remember Pete Davidson said that he didn't have to pay no bills when he was with Ariana Grande. Okay, she liked to take care of a man, like a lot of industry women do. And so he said he only had to put like food in the fridge, but she took care of everything else. So with that being said, I'm going to need my money, because for 2 years I was living good. So no shade to Ari, but I want my spousal support. And if I was Dalton, I would try to cash the check. Now, usually I'm not here for men getting spousal support, especially problematic men like Wendy Williams' husband and Mary J. Blige's husband, who were cheating, okay? But, I feel like Delton, he had a lot of competition. I don't really believe that Ari was completely faithful. No shade. I'm just being completely honest. And so I think that he deserves to cash in. Okay, $100,000 to Ariana Grande is probably nothing. Now, we also got to talk about briefly Cardi B's obsession with bloggers. Okay, we definitely got to talk about that. Now, Cardi B for years now has been inviting bloggers to her parties. Okay. Now, she invited Ken Barbie to Culture's birthday party. And then she also invited another blogger. She owns the page Surgeon Made Curves. Okay. And she talks about different celebrity surgeries. In the past, Cardi B has also invited, Jason Lee to several parties. And I'm starting to think that Cardi B doesn't really have any friends. Her only friends are Off the Cheat and her sister Vaka and Star the Criminal, or Star Brim, whatever her name is. Star that was pregnant and going to jail, whatever her name was. Those are her only friends. I'm thinking, as an A-lister, why are you constantly hanging out with bloggers? You don't see Queen Bee doing that. You don't see Champagne Thickums doing that. Even like Carisha, Young Miami, Scratch Off, Nicki. Only Cardi B does that. Rihanna low-key does that too. She always around Messy Lee. Always around that man because he got tea on her. But I just feel like Cardi B don't got no real friends. I think she's more of a loner. And I think that she wants the blogs to continue to praise her. So she gotta, give them a bone. She's like, listen, I gotta, extend the olive branch some way, shape, or form so that they can continue to praise me. And my whole thing is this. It's not genuine if you have to do all that. See, Queen Bee, Nicki, they don't have to invite bloggers anywhere for them to receive praise. You got to do that because you know that your career was not organic, okay? You know that you was getting a push, okay? Some people have called you an industry plant, and that's why now you can see the push is not really there. You can see Titanic has basically pumped the brakes on Cardi B, and they're like, listen, we don't know if she's that girl anymore, okay? 2 kids, all these remixes, barely can chart by herself. She might not be that girl. So I kind of feel bad for Cardi in that sense because it's like, damn, you in your early 30s and you gotta, hang out with bloggers, do several remixes to chart, switch your face every other day to look like Nicki Minaj. It's not looking good for you, okay? But with that being said, maybe she should apologize to Nicki Minaj. Okay, maybe she should apologize to Nicki Minaj. They can make amends. Apologize for throwing that shoe and being sneaky, trying to get tea on her. Talking to Jen, start off on a clean slate, and maybe they can have a conversation. I don't think that they should collaborate. I don't think Nicki should be helping the untalented crew members. But maybe, possibly, they can start on a clean slate. But anyway, I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next podcast episode and have a great day.